a fraud. I'm a fraud.
How are you going to sit down in that?
I lost the bet.
Oh my god. Did you have help with that?
Nope. And it's really hard to put this on when you are... Sorry. It's very hard to put on your own.
Has it got a fan?
It's got a fan in here. It's inflating me.
Wow. I was expecting a clown costume, not this.
No, for context, we had a bit of a bet on the pod, and I was supposed to scull a drink if my footy team didn't make finals. But I thought, sculling a drink, that's a little bit like too cool, you know? So instead, I'm fucking here dressed like this for the entire podcast.
I feel like this is going to be hard to take you seriously throughout the pod. I'm going to always be laughing at you.
Why? What's so funny about me?
I just think it's pretty funny.
What?
Well, your dick's is so bizarre. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is a good surprise.
Do you like my legs like kind of stroking?
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
It's a weird sensation.
Did you get this for a party?
I think this was Halloween last year. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
And you know, Doctor Who, sci-fi.
Yeah. I love those kind of things where like you're the legs and then the human is the. It's kind of creepy.
Put my legs up on the table if you like.
It's kind of creepy, but it's kind of See, that's kind of.
Is that good? Is that better?
It's really like it's kind of creepy.
It's quite hot and sexy, I think.
I'm so impressed you put that on by yourself.
I think I might have to turn it off though because the fan. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit loud.
It's like we don't even have the aircon on during the summer.
But folks, we're the 3% Doctor Who podcast, if you can take us seriously. We're going to be talking about Sarah Jane Adventures, something about something in the stars.
Yes.
We're going to review that. We're going to be talking about the Cincinnati spectacular, the Proms.
The Proms.
The new Proms that has literally just happened. Mm-hmm. And that's about it. So follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 50Doctor and TikTok at 50Doctor Who. Subscribe if you haven't already. There's that thanks button if you want to donate. There's a Kofi down below. Let's just get into the bloody show, shall we?
Oh my god.
50% podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the podcast.
Hello.
Oh, we're back.
My god.
How's it looking now?
It's just so bizarre.
It's a thing, isn't
It's actually really cool, like design. I was saying off the air. It's really cool.
It's the whole thing.
It's a good surprise.
Yeah. Well, I've had to deflate it, because of sound. But
did you explain fully why?
We said that my footy team was going to make finals. If they didn't make finals, I was going to scull 2 beers in a snorkel. Now,
That's
look,
right.
A, it's a Tuesday night that we're recording this.
Yes.
And B, I don't want to come off as like I'm trying to be too cool for school. So instead, I thought I'd dress up like a giant inflatable alien and that'll be my punishment enough.
That's fair enough.
But if you still want me to do that, then I'll fucking do it as well. You know, I'm a man of my word. I don't want it to seem like I'm just...
If you think Aidan is too cool for school, then let him know and he'll still do it.
I am too cool for school, mate. So coming up, like I said, Secrets of the Stars, a little bit of Doctor Who prom stuff. But before we do touch on that stuff, we're also going to do a bit of mailbag, answer a couple of your questions and things like that.
We got mail.
We got mail, baby. But before we do that kind of stuff, little life update for you. All right. I have come to terms with the fact that Doctor Who Season 1 had a shit ending, but doesn't mean the rest of the season is bad.
Okay.
My steelbook has arrived.
Yes.
So, I got excited. I thought this looks beautiful.
Yes.
I made a TikTok that did pretty well of it, which was cool. If you want to see me driving over it in a way, check that out on the socials. And then I got like excited. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch these now. Look beautiful, the episodes do. They really do. So far, it only came yesterday, so I watched the first 2.
Church and Ruby Ride and Space Babies.
Yeah. And like just vibes, mate. Just vibe. Like they still hold up. Like you can't help but in some of those Ruby scenes about her mum in the back of your mind, you're just kind of like, this doesn't work out in the end. But I'm still like really enjoying it. Like Space Babies, sorry geeks, put the sniper away, mate. But I had so much fun. Like
we're Space Baby defenders. We've always said that we've enjoyed it.
Amen. Bit of goo goo gaga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Come on.
But yeah, so I was feeling good about Doctor Who then, and I was like, okay, maybe the curse of the end of season 1 has finally been lifted.
Yeah.
And then the Proms happened.
Yes.
And last week I was saying all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah.
I was saying, Murray score, it was good in the specials and all that, but would have liked someone new. I was saying all that, and then I then saw that everyone was at the proms.
Yeah.
I got immense FOMO.
Yeah, me too.
I listened to the proms today, and afterwards I looked at myself in the mirror and said, who the fuck do you think you are saying that Murray Gold is shite? Murray Gold is an absolute legend. I was singing along. I was clapping along. Like, always a twist came on, and I was like, yeah, let's go. There's always a twist at the end. And like, there was moments. I was working, okay? So I was like doing my work, and so I was just listening to it. I was working from home today. But there was moments where like everyone started clapping, and I started clapping, and I literally like out loud said, Aidan, why are you clapping? This is pre-recorded.
It's Murray Gold, man. He gets your feet tapping, you know?
So I'm officially back into Doctor Who.
Okay, that's good.
I'm not a hater
That's
anymore.
good news. And I was going to say, maybe you never know, now that you're a fan again, you might like the final a bit more. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. I think it's a phrase used in sport often is never as good, never as bad. Okay. So your team's never doing as good or as bad as it may seem.
Okay.
And I feel like that can like translate to Doctor Who, where
Absolutely.
it's like, you know, it's never as good as it seems. So for example, I Love 73 Yards does have a couple flaws now, I'll be honest. But also, like, it's never as bad as it seems. The lows, they hurt more when they come out because you're like so hyped about it.
We're also very, I think we can be a bit too harsh sometimes. And I mean, to think there are episodes like 73 Yards and Boom and Wild Beyond, or at least in my head, is like, these are episodes that I absolutely adore. And the fact that's happened in a year, like, I know the rest might not really be up to par.
Yeah.
But, you know, the fact that I have 3 episodes that I genuinely think are like great, I think is like something that I kind of like forget sometimes when 100%. I'm like, it's over.
So we're done being haters. We're done being haters.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that.
Well, we'll catch up again once I finish rewatching season 1, and we'll see how I feel.
I do want to get around to giving it a rewatch now that like the dust has settled and time's passed and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I feel like I never really gave the final like a second chance, or a third chance, should I put it?
Well, I was worried because I was so excited. Like, I enjoyed Space Babies back in the day and thought like it set up like a cool era that I was on board with. And then come the end of the era, I was saying things like, I don't know if this era is for me, you know? And then as much as, you know, there's things I do differently, I think this era can be something for me. And so I'm hopeful of that. I think they made a few decisions that I'm not 100% on board with. And you know what? I'd even jumped on, watched some behind the scenes. Russell T Davies was talking, and you know what I've been saying about Russell? Lock him away. They have locked him away for a little bit. I haven't heard a peep in about a fortnight, which is a long time.
He was at the proms.
Didn't say anything.
I think he said a few things.
I'm sure he did, but I didn't see any interviews come out with them or anything like that just yet. So he wasn't on the stage. So they've locked him away for a fortnight, which is a long time for Russell. And now I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I love you still, you know? I love you, Russ.
Yeah, I think he said something along the lines of they're going to broadcast the proms at Christmas time.
Yes, they are. They are.
Which is a fun time, I think, to make it, put it on the air.
Yeah. And it's on BBC Sounds now.
If you want to listen to it.
Yeah, which is what I did. And it was very much worth a good listen.
So were Shooty and Jinx there, or they just made video messages?
I think they just made videos from what I saw, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I saw a thing last night. It was like, there's a special guest here, and we've been told not to tell anybody. And I was like, and it was like a very unexpected guest. And
well, there was a special guest.
Who could it be? What, Mrs. Flood?
Yeah, baby. Let's get into...
Is that a very unexpected guest?
Let's get into the news.
And I was having such a nice day.
Well, you know, I can see that angle, but she's also a very famous actor.
She's a part of the cast. How's that like a special? Like, it's like,
I mean,
what?
Shooty's a part of the cast. They couldn't get him there.
I was like, Christopher Eccleston? Is he going to rock up? Is he you know how Oasis got back together today?
Yeah, crazy stuff.
That could be like Christopher Eccleston and Russell T Davies.
Could you imagine?
That would be pretty sick.
A comeback tour.
That would be pretty sick.
That would be amazing.
That would be very cool.
But yeah, so so you don't really know much about this Proms, do you? Because you haven't listened to it from what
I saw the set list.
Well, what was released in the books, I think there was more than that.
Yeah, people were saying there's always there's always a twist.
There was a twist.
And they put in some surprises and stuff.
There was heaps of stuff on season 1, which was great to just listen to, which was really nice. And again, like made me have huge appreciation for what Murray has come back and done. And, you know, Sagun stuff's in there as well. And I do love listening to Sagun stuff. There's obviously some stuff that's a little bit too doom, 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 doom. But then you have your and you know it balances out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, some huge stuff. There was a piece called like 73 Yards to Fine Time.
Yeah, I saw that.
Awesome bit of music.
So is that like a mashup of the 2 episode like scores?
Yeah, it had like some spooky stuff from 73 Yards, and then it all like naturally transitions into like the evil version of the 15, not evil, like the dark version of the 15 Doctors theme at the end of
I see.
Dot and Bubble.
Okay.
Which was really cool.
That'd be a good rewatch for you.
They played I've got a dog, he's called Fred.
Oh shit.
My dog is alive,
Really?
he's not dead.
They played that?
They did
What?
Like you said, they did All the Ways a Twist. They started with a blended rendition of like the Doctor's theme that like David's one that transitioned into 15.
Yeah.
Which was sick. All sorts of cool stuff. And you know, there's like some like influences that are like film influences that I watch on like Instagram and stuff. And they've like, I know they like Doctor Who in the past, but I don't think they're like on board with all the new stuff necessarily. But like they were all there and like putting posts up about it, and I was like, fuck, every man and their dog called Fred's there. Yeah. And I'm so jealous.
I know. It's like, remember how we got that, like the Symphonies Spectacular?
Yeah,
I can't even say
Synthetic
it.
Spectacular or something.
Yeah, it's like, would that ever happen again? Like, would we ever get like an Australian tour?
I would say no, but I mean, this is a bit hopeful. Like the fact that we got this Proms, we've not had Proms since like 2013 or something.
Yeah, this is the second year now they've done it.
I think it's the fourth.
Oh, in a row?
Oh, in a row. No, this is the first time in ages that they've done it.
Well, they did it last year, didn't they?
No.
That wasn't the Proms. That was just something different.
No, I think they did something last year, but it
yeah,
wasn't
they did
the
because
Proms.
that's when. Oh, I thought that was the Proms. 'Cause that's when they.
No, that was like a tiny thing in Cardiff.
Right, because that's when they did that's when they showed like the 15.
Yeah,
Doctor's
no,
theme
that
and
was just like a
Ruby's theme
60th celebration.
Oh, I thought that was the same thing.
No, it wasn't. That was a tiny
okay.
little thing. You could hardly get a ticket to that.
Right.
Whereas this was like a massive ticketed
Well,
event.
the Proms, they did that for like, I know they did that with like, yeah, I know they were with Matt Smith. There was one with
I think they were mainly through Matt Sarah, to be honest.
David did one where he did a little intro with the Sonic and he was
with
conducting
that Music of the Spheres was like a scene.
Music of the Spheres? What, the Coldplay album?
Oh, Christ. No, wasn't there like a clip with like the grass running around?
Yes.
And it was like, it's called something of the Spheres. Maybe
and then he ran down the aisles. They actually got...
That little rat.
Yeah.
Someone knock him out, that fucker.
He is a strange one, isn't he?
That rat dog. From the Sarah Jane Adventures.
From the Sarah Jane Adventures,
we'll talk about very soon.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I will give it a spin.
Yeah, it's so like, it just gets you hyped, man. It really does. Like hearing I'm the Doctor again, and these songs, like as much as they sound good in the show, they sound better and always slightly different live. Like I think I'm the Doctor, there was one song, I think it was I'm the Doctor, where they fully just did like a guitar. They like cut all the other instruments for a second. He's like down, 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 down. And it was like sick.
It would be so cool to go there and just like see people that you know, like creators that you know, and like and just meet with fans and stuff.
Everyone was there, but everyone but 50%, to quote David Tennant in the Solid Earth.
Where was it hosted?
In
the Royal Albert Hall.
That's it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, so that's in London.
Probably.
Okay.
What isn't?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like all these Brits getting all these like amazing opportunities,
which is great. It's a British institution. But I just hope that y'all know how lucky you are.
Yeah, exactly right. Like, I mean, God, I feel like you went to the tour that came to Australia. I didn't because I think I was
didn't?
No, I was being a dumbass.
Oh, you were a dumbass because that was sick.
I think back
even my mum was like, bum, 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 bum.
I know,
bum,
but
bum,
I think back in the day when that was happening, I wasn't as like. I think the older I got, the more I appreciated like the score. I think back then I was like, music,
loser
That's
stuff.
nothing new.
It's not Coldplay.
I was like, no, it's not Coldplay. No, it's not. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I just didn't go, and I kicked myself for shit like that. And yeah, so if there was an opportunity like that again, I'd love to go.
Take it up, mate.
It's weird, like admitting you're a Doctor Who fan in public sometimes.
Yeah, but you got to do it.
I'll walk in with my Doctor Who t-shirt. I don't think I own any Doctor Who t-shirts anymore that fit me.
I had some when I was a kid, but yeah, I've not.
I just don't know if I can do it. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not until the 50% merch.
Yeah, that will
where
work.
we just get copyright lawsuits or fired us for using Daleks and Cybermen on our t-shirts.
There was one other bit of music that I want to mention, which was like a suite from the Starbies, and also, but mixed in. It was mainly stuff from the Giggle.
Mm-hmm.
So it like started with like the swelling, like Willy Wonka music of David Tennant running around the TARDIS. You know,
that is a beautiful, beautiful place.
As soon as I heard that, which was very early on, I went, "And you're a dickhead." Murray's done some amazing music coming back. It did that, and then it like blended into like that scene.
Yeah,
and then it blended into like some of the stuff that was like. I
do like when the Giggle starts.
Dong dang 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 dong dang 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 dang
I do like that.
dang 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 dang.
It kind of reminds me of his score from Years and Years when like
it 100%.
does like the transition scenes and all that.
Yeah, as soon as I heard that in the episode, I was like, "That's some Years and Years stuff right there."
Yeah, it's kind of like a nerdy thing to point out, but
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose like maybe one of the reasons why you weren't too maybe too hot on Murray at the start was like, and I think I can kind of understand this. Like he really didn't like to use old score and stuff. Like there were, we would always say like it'd almost get to a part where you feel like you know the song and then it would change.
Yeah,
like you'd sort of hear like
I think in the
Doctor
60th
Forever.
I was expecting that a bit more.
Yeah,
not in the new
Forever
stuff,
started to play a little bit and then it was like no, and then Donna's theme started to play a little bit and it was like no, and it was like oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
I guess it's like oh okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I can kind of respect him wanting to do more stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he wants to shake it up. Fair enough. What a guy.
And by the way, Mo, if you are listening, I'm waiting on whatever random vinyl from the series you want to release next.
Please.
I feel like they drop one every year, so they haven't released one yet.
They don't drop one every year, but
there was one last year. There was Series 5.
Yeah.
And the year before that was 1 and 2 repressed.
That was a repressing though. That wasn't anything new.
They still released it.
Well, then the year before that, what did they do? Fuck all, mate. They haven't done anything.
Exactly. Which means this year we're going to get a new one. And I got a feeling it's going to be Series 3. Someone play this clip when I'm right. Replay it.
Jeremy, get the time code.
I reckon it'll be Series 3.
I mean, I'd love that. I'd pay literally however much money it costs, unless it was like $1,000. But, I'd literally pay like $300 fucking dollars.
Why do they do all these like
BBC don't
Blu-ray
listen.
sets and they don't give any love to the music fans?
I don't get it.
All these people are going to the proms.
And all these cats, no offense, you know who you are getting these classic music vinyls from classic Doctor Who. What world are we on? There must be something like the licensing or something. Because what world are we on when they're releasing that and not the new stuff? The new stuff is so much more iconic. And I know there's some classic fans out there. Once again, geeks, sniper away, buddy. I know there's some like classic fans that like love that stuff and they love having those vinyls and stuff. But obviously, Murray is like the most well known in terms of like score for the episodes. Obviously, the theme tune, the original's the OG, but yeah, it's iconic.
Why would there be an issue? I don't see why there would be.
I don't know, but that's the thing. It's like such an obvious ploy for money.
I know.
I'm like, why haven't they done it yet?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Why haven't
it would
they?
be so cool to like collect all of them. I'd buy also gun shit as well. Like to have every like series on vinyl would be awesome. And they don't do it, and I don't know why. I literally don't know why. I mean, like again, they're having all these people going on the proms. Imagine if they had like a merch place where it's like,
I'd do it.
I'd 100% do it. But no, I'm just randomly buying them when they just said, remember they randomly just dropped the Series 5 one out of nowhere.
They didn't even post about it or anything. They didn't even post about it. Someday someone was like, oh guys, it's on Amazon for some reason, and everyone was like, whoa, let's get it.
No one spoke about it officially, and it's crazy. It's like an Easter egg or something. It's like if you if you know, you know.
Yeah. I remember I put like a TikTok of unboxing it up, and literally everyone was like, where did you get this from? No one had heard about it.
Yeah, I'm actually yet to listen to mine. I've had it for like a year.
You're crazy, mate.
I know. I haven't really got a good setup, but when I do,
fair.
That's why I collect, baby.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room?
Sure.
You're dressed like Shooty Gatwa.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like overshadowed now because I didn't know you were wearing this.
What's this, a Halloween special or something?
Yeah, I try to. Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Unintentionally. I mean, it sort of is. Like I said, I try to wear something stripy. I walked past this shop today called Kathmandu. Yeah, Kathmandu. And it was like, I just saw this orange beanie and I was like, that looks exactly like the one that Shooty wears in 73 Yards. One of my favorite episodes of all time. I don't know if you know. And I was like, shit, I gotta go and grab that.
Got to dress like Shitty.
I went to the shops to get some work boots because I didn't have any. I was at work today, but I walked past and I was like, I have to get that. So I did, and I posted a very awful photo of me on Twitter.
Handsome.
I wouldn't say that, Aidan. I didn't like the way I looked in it at all, but I was like, fuck it.
Do you reckon?
I'm a Doctor Who YouTuber. I must for the troops. I must post.
Yes. Do you reckon if you went to Comic-Con or Supernova or something dressed like that, people would go Shooty Gatwa cosplay, or do you reckon it's like subtle enough that no one will know?
Well, if I actually did it properly, maybe, but I haven't. But if, I'm not really a cosplayer. I don't like dressing up. I hate Halloween parties. Whenever I always say, don't invite me to a Halloween party because I don't like dressing up.
I like it for a Halloween party because everyone does it and you're drunk and it's fun.
I do want to. I kind of do want to dress up as Longlegs this year.
I want to do Ted Lasso. Has always been.
Let me in now. Yeah, didn't you always say you were going to do Ted Lasso?
I always do, and then my partner's always like, but who am I gonna go as if you're Ted Lasso? But now I think she's doing her own thing this year. So
you've got to like grow out the moustache.
Well, that's the thing. Excuse to grow the mo, and she can't be mad about it.
There you go. You can't do a fake moustache. You got to grow out the mo.
But I guess the problem is Ted's mo is significantly darker than mine, so it might actually look better for me to put on a fake one. But I would have to shave the beard, which I've not done in 5 years. So
yeah. I will have to get rid of my beard if I do long legs.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
I never want to dress up, but I thought it'd be funny for a meme to go in his long legs.
You like it because everyone will be like, who the fuck are you?
Let me in now. How's no one... Yeah, what do you mean? People should go see that movie. It's great. Who knows Ted Lasso? That show sucks.
Yeah, I know.
It didn't even get a series 4.
Wait. Dung!
So bizarre.
Heaven knows that's right, mate.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's true. God loves a trier.
Shall we get on to a little bit of mailbag?
Yes, I got them all here on my phone.
That is amazing. I've just realised that I have yet to add the mailbag theme.
You did it in post last time.
Yeah, I've not added it to the Roadcaster. So let's just
say post.
Let's do the intro, and then we'll pause and hold for dramatic effects whilst I edit in the soundbite. Right, time for mail time. How long do we wait before it's?
I think it's good.
I think we're good.
It's only I've got mail.
I think it'll be funny if it came on and then we just sat here for 10 seconds waiting for it.
It's only like 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's fine. Get on. Get me with the mail, mate. You're in charge. You're on the segment today.
Arlo Lack on Instagram says,
what is Arlo lacking? That's the big question.
I don't know, actually. He says he's got a cat as a profile picture. That's cute.
Definitely not lacking cats.
Who's the best actor to play the Doctor? Not who is the best Doctor, but who's the best actor? That's hard.
I always say PCAP. And
yeah, I'm going to go PCAP or DT.
And I just think, for me, PCAP, he just has that range in the performance. And all the Doctors have so much range, but the way that PCAP... And I think 10, 11 and 12 can all like make you laugh and cry within 3 seconds.
Yeah.
But
it's
I think
such a hard question.
I think PCAP and Capsize have the best for me.
Yeah, Arlo's back again with the cat pick. Favorite piece of Doctor Who merch you own, and one thing you want but don't have. Aidan's going to say the stamps he owns.
Well, I did make a video on this a long time ago, but 2 things. One would be the Lego TARDIS set that I have, the only official Doctor Who Lego set.
That's pretty cool.
Would love to get the Lego Dimensions little pack they did that had like K9 and stuff in there.
Yeah, I have that.
You have that? Mm-hmm. Fuck, I'd love that. Mm-hmm. But then, yeah, I the 50th anniversary stamps. My nan used to send like Doctor Who things over when I was a kid because you couldn't get them in Australia until like Matt's era, which this was Matt's era, but you couldn't get the stamps in Australia. I'm rambling. She sent me like the entire collection of all the 50th anniversary stamps, and they're just like an awesome little bit of memorabilia. And yeah, it was a good time.
Well, that's something you don't have. Anything you want that you don't have?
The annoying thing about me now is...
I suppose you did say the K9 thing.
Yeah, but
The
that's not
Legos.
like I'm not like lusting over that, you know.
Lost it. Aidan.
One
Lost
thing
it.
that I kind of do want, but I don't know if I'll pay $1 million for it, is the Rose, the art book. That's a more recent thing.
Oh yeah,
The Target novel
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
in the
actually.
hardcover, or all of the steelbooks that I missed before
True.
the 50th. I don't have any of those steelbooks, and they'd be really nice to have.
Yeah, I second that. I mean, for a long time, I would say the merch counts as like the vinyls and stuff. Like for a long time, I would give an arm and a leg for the series 1 and 2 one. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite pieces I own. Is like the vinyls. I have this really old TARDIS that's really cool. It's like a little toy. It's like a money box, but it's a really cool design. It's so cool. Probably one of the. I love the Sonic you got me for my birthday.
Oh yeah.
That's a really lovely piece. I still have the 9th and 10th Doctor piece. Yeah, something I would like. Yeah, again, the steelbooks. I mean, I said from the beginning, I wish I got on the collection sets when they first started coming out, rather than now when they're charging $950 for the.
That's right.
For the first Peter Davison one.
Two other, is that all yours?
Yeah.
I have two other little things I thought of. Obviously, I love all the vinyls that I have of Doctor Who, but the 50th, the Series 5 is my favourite one. But it's like a neat thing is that I have the Christmas Carol one, and it's like the white record.
That is such a good,
Again, not something I ever knew. It was like Nick just found it in a shop for me for like my birthday, like 6 years ago. It's just found it in like a random shop, and I was literally like, I didn't know this was a thing. This is like the best thing you've ever bought me.
Yeah.
And the other thing is we both got these like San Diego Comic-Con or something exclusive Matt Smith pop vinyls. I'm not a pop vinyl guy, but if I threw out all my pop vinyls, the one that I would hold on to would be Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor with handles in his time of the Doctor costume. Like it's just...
Yeah, that was like the 2015 Comic-Con or something, 2014 Comic-Con.
Yeah, and it was a cute moment between us, I think, when he ordered those.
Yeah,
so.
that was sweet, yeah. That vinyl, by the way, Aidan's talking about, it's like, it's just for a Christmas Carol. It's like, so what, one episode, one special? It's like $500.
Insane.
I would love to get that one day. Dylan says, when will Connor stop being a wet wipe and get Letterboxd? Listen, I don't like Letterboxd. I don't think people care about my opinion that much about movies.
He says into the microphone of his podcast.
I just think it's a bit wanky. I'm sorry.
It's not. It's funny though. Like you just write funny shit.
No, I just don't.
It can be wanky, but it also can be funny.
Do people want to hear my thoughts on Seinfeld Series 9 or Letterboxd?
I
No,
genuinely
I don't think so.
love seeing what my friends and other people online post, like what they've been watching, what they've been saying. Snares followed me recently on it. Like heaps of people, like there's like heaps of Doctor Who people in the Doctor Who community on there. Millie Gibson, for goodness sake, is on there.
You know me, I am a
Loser.
bit of a wet wipe, actually.
You're such a loser.
I'm like, I hate anything that's popular. Nicole, Aidan's partner, says, Aidan is a dog. That is true.
Woof woof.
Woof woof.
Woof woof, bitch. I'm sorry, that was not me
Damn,
calling
Aidan.
that was not me calling my partner a bitch, just
My
to clarify.
goodness. Dylan back again with, would you guys ever consider making something together that isn't 50%? Could be a short film or another podcast, etc. I'd always work with Aidan.
No.
But I don't know what we do.
I feel like Who's Our Thing. I'd love to at some point in life make a film pod. But I just feel like every man and their
dog,
has got one. So it'd have to be, I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm not sure what the angle is, but I love talking about movies. So
I think we're quite creatively fulfilled doing this, but you never know what the future holds.
Yeah.
Sarah says, where are the live streams that will return in July? That is true. I did give a date for the time the live streams will come back. The thing with the live streams is if I'm not feeling it, I just don't do it. And I think people do forget I did do them weekly for 8 weeks. So that's 2 months. They will come back. That is the truth. But I just want to make sure, like, there's just nothing really to talk about at the moment. So it's normally when there's, like, news. That's why the prediction pods were so fun, because everyone was in the chat, like, discussing what would happen, like, what's going to happen tomorrow when the episode comes out. So, but yeah, they will return soon.
No live stream for you.
No. Jeremy says, without saying Venom 3 or Craven, what are your most anticipated movies, TV shows, or video games for the rest of 2024?
Now I've got to say,
yeah,
I never know what's coming out. So I'm always listening to like film pods and things like that. And they're like previewing stuff that's coming out in the next fortnight. But I literally couldn't tell you what's coming out in the next month. Like I seriously couldn't. I just see it as it comes. And most of my favorite movies end up coming out in like January, February, because that's when most of the things that I've done the festival rounds for the year start dropping pre-Oscars. And I never know what those movies are until about November, December.
I know those are always the funnest. Like something like I keep mentioning Longlegs. Like I had no idea what that was until it came out.
Yeah, exactly.
So I love that's the stuff I love. It's so funny, yeah. So Craven and Venom 3 are coming out this year. I had no idea Venom 3 was coming out this year.
Yeah, I thought they'd already done a Venom 3,
Those
to be
movies
honest.
are so bad.
Yeah.
I'd say movies. I'm a Joker simp. I know people make fun of me for that.
That will be cool. Yeah.
Dio La Flux, or the fuck it's called.
Yeah, the Flux.
The Flux. I'm a huge Todd Phillips fan, as I always say. So yeah, that. And I for TV shows, I gotta chuck in Gavin and Stacey. You know, I'm a big simp for that. But apart from that, I don't know. I don't think anything.
I know that there's shows that are coming out that I will watch, but I could not tell you what any of them are at the moment.
Trying Series 5.
Well, they just did season 4, which had just started.
Shit.
Beautiful show that.
Final question is
Sure.
Jimmy says, why is Connor a knob? P.S. Love ya. What's all this hostility around me today?
Do we have all day?
My audience hates me, clearly.
I've got 47 reasons.
You got 73. I don't know, man. I just try to do my thing, and if people think I'm a knob, then they don't have to watch. That's fine. But just know this before you click off the video. I also think you're a knob too.
Have you seen what you're wearing?
I like it.
It's very pointy right now.
Yeah, I'm doing that on purpose, just to be like.
So we transition to a little bit of Sarah Jane Adventures. Okay, this episode of Sarah Jane Adventures
50% of the proms.
Secrets of the Stars. I had never heard of this in my fucking life.
So funny, yeah.
I literally I saw the Next Time trailer last month with the Sarah Jane we watched.
What the fuck is this shit?
And I saw, who's this clown? What is going on here? Never heard of this one. And I thought, surely it's not that good because of that. No one talks about it. The episode title came up. I didn't even know what it was called as I pressed play on it. And I was like, Secrets of the Stars? Never heard of it.
We forgot when we came down here as well. We forgot the episode.
Yeah. I had to bloody look it up. But Secrets of the Stars is the third serial of the second series of the British science fiction television series, The Sarah Jane Adventures. Sorry, this thing is so rusty.
No, it's all right.
It first aired in 2 weekly parts on the CBBC channel on the 20th and 27th of October 2008. Directed by Michael Kerrigan and written by Gareth Roberts. I realised that this whole visual gag, for anyone listening on audio of me in an alien costume, I'm sorry, but you just missed out. So
it's the same for every show that ever existed. That means you should just go over to the YouTube. That's youtube.com/50%.2 podcast.
Correct. So Gareth Roberts has returned to Doctor Who with an episode that
Sarah Jane.
No one talks about.
Yep.
Did you remember this episode much? You watched this one when you were younger?
I do remember it, yeah.
Right.
I do remember it.
Yeah. What did you think when you were a kid of it?
Oh god, it's so funny. I don't remember much. I remember watching it. I remember watching it at home. The one thing I remember about watching it is my sister laughing at a joke. And it's a joke in the episode where Luke says he's a bit milky, and Clyde says it's cheesy. I remember my sister laughed. I remember thinking, yeah, see, my sister's 3 years older than me, so I was like, yeah, even kids who are older than me think Sarah Jane Adventures is cool.
That's right.
Because I think I felt a bit lame watching a kids show, and here I am at 25 watching it. So
reviewing it, mate.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I actually remember about watching it.
There was another good joke in there as well, without spoiling our thoughts in the episode, where when Clyde's trying to pretend that he's hypnotized so they can get in, and he says the Mars has left the Milky Way, and some other chocolate has left the galaxy. Yeah. And I was like, damn, he's naming chocolates. Yes. I love that. Yes. That was funny.
Yeah, Clyde's always a...
he said the arrow has left the galaxy.
Arrow, yeah. He's always... Yeah, Clyde's always a really good, breath of fresh air for these episodes, I think. So you have no memory of ever watching it. So this is probably your first time ever watching it. Yeah. Please go first. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
You don't like the suspense?
Do you want me to go first then?
I don't care.
Okay, I'll go first.
Sure.
I really didn't like it. I found it super boring.
Really?
I really didn't like it. I don't know what I thought when I was a kid, as I just said, but I just think I just found it so dull.
Right.
I watched the first part last night. Wasn't getting into it. I think my biggest issue with this episode is just that I just don't think kids would find it very interesting.
I could see that, yeah.
But it seemed a bit too like it's like star signs and shit. It's like, do kids care about this kind of thing? Do they know what it's about?
Well, maybe I saw it as a kid and just wiped it from my brain.
Yeah, maybe. You got hypnotized.
I did. I got hypnotized.
So I'm guessing you liked it by your smile.
Well, yesterday, so like I said, my season 1 steelbook came yesterday, and I was a bit tossed. I was tossed. I was tossing up what I wanted to do because I was like, I'm watching another TV show at the moment. I could watch that. I kind of want to watch the season 1 steelbook, but we brought our recording of this pod forward, so I was like, I do only have 24 hours to find time for these 2 Sarah Jane Adventures
Apologies
episodes.
about that.
That's fine. No, it's cool. And so I was like, okay, I watched Church on Ruby Road. Was feeling good about that. And I was like, fuck, Doctor Who, we're back. We're good. And then I was like, I'll just watch one of these Sarah Janes. I just wanted to keep going with season 1, and I wasn't really in the mood to watch Sarah Jane. I put it in. And
this is suspense.
It is suspense, mate. But let me tell you, on the Sarah Jane Adventure DVD, they don't roll. The episodes roll into each other, even when you just pick the episodes. Let me tell you, I did not press pause for 60 minutes. I enjoyed this thing. I seriously thought this was so much fun. And then I watched Space Babies after, to quote Dairy Girls. It was a Doctor Who night for me last night.
Holy macaroni.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's not perfect. I think the biggest issue for me is that the second part is basically just the third act. So like, once you get to the cliffhanger of part 1, the third act, so part 2 is basically just like climax, running, things building. And there's only so much you can score tense music rising because they do that for like 27 minutes. And it does get a little bit like, oh, come on, like can we have something else? Let's shake it up a little bit. But I always think Sarah Jane Adventures for me works at its best with like the campest human villains, when you maybe have like an alien threat and then you have like a human villain going, oh, but what dare you think?
You're a Leo.
Yes, but more camper than that.
Yeah.
You're a Leo.
You're a Leo. Yeah. I think something made me laugh instantly at the start of this episode. It starts with like a woman, like his assistant, getting like a reading of the stars, and then she's like, here, take my money for the session. And she's like, oh, this is going to make me late on my mortgage, but I'm going to pay for it. And I'm like, do kids know what a mortgage is? I was just watching this, I was just like, this is just a bit like...
Yeah, I still don't know what a mortgage is, to be fair.
I'm
too busy buying season 1 steelbooks.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like, I don't mind that this is going, like, a bit more mature. But I think even as my dumbass self as a kid was just like, what is this? Shooty Gatwa would love this episode. Because he's into
star
that.
signs and stuff.
How are you about your star signs and stuff? I have gotten our star signs written down, by the way. I'll read them at the end.
Oh, I'd love that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
No, I read yours. I'm not really into that hocus pocus stuff, but I read both of ours, and I'm like, oh god, that's kind of true.
They are kind of accurate, because I know what mine is as well. But
yeah,
I do wonder, like, is it one of those things that they're like vague enough that you can always justify that it's for you?
Exactly right. It's like, yeah, it's like, I feel like a lot of the time you could relate to a lot of the stuff that's in.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
You know what? All the power to them. That's kind of what this villain is. He is sort of he started as a like a scam artist.
Yeah. And then he gets like taken over by an alien star monster from the ancient times, which I like.
And it's just a great scene after great scene from there.
Well, I enjoyed the change of pace of this episode, because A, it's slower. But B, like, it doesn't really follow the exact same... What are you laughing at?
I'm going to say in a minute. I'm sorry. Right. I'm not laughing at you.
It doesn't follow... You'd be forgiven for laughing at me right now. It doesn't follow the exact same blueprint of the other Sarah Jane stories. Like, you got like this big, like, 10-minute sequence in the theater, which I thought was cool. It was fun.
There's a fat Doctor mention.
There's a good Doctor mention in there.
They show clips of the Doctor.
Yeah, that was a bit much.
After they explain... It's like, you try with the Doctor. It's like, I guess maybe kids were watching it and they didn't know who the Doctor was. But it's like,
they thought the CBBCs need us to fill 15 seconds. Quick, add some Sarah Jane.
Yeah, they show clips of the Doctor, I guess, for reference. But it's like,
in case you forgot.
Come on, mate. Do you really think? Come on. It's like, I guarantee you a large majority of people watching this show are Doctor Who fans.
Yeah.
But continue.
What were you going to say that you were laughing at?
I don't. Do you ever see in TV shows where they have like, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like, I'm gonna sound mean, but it's like they have like extras like who only have like a few lines, and it's like they're just so bad. And you're like, could they not? There must be.
I didn't think they were that terrible.
So many people who go for these things. It's
Nothing
like,
stood out to me.
do you have to pick the most like?
I wasn't
The worst people ever.
I wasn't so sold on the blonde
cheesy.
presenter.
It's cheesy.
Lady.
Yeah, it's like, hi, I'm gonna be doing a piece on. She's like a journalist who gets sent into.
Yeah.
It's like Sarah Jane Smith off Wish, you know.
Yeah, Timu.
I just think like I'm just like it's just. But I guess that's the kind of wackiness of Sarah Jane Adventures that we've all come to love. But sometimes I'm just like, that's the best person you could find. It's like, how many people went for this thing? Was it just like 2 people?
Yeah.
It was him and a lovely homeless man who auditioned.
Was he wearing that beanie?
Maybe. I hope. Yeah.
What? Okay.
Fuck you. This is brand new. I literally bought this today.
Let's walk through this episode a little bit, shall we?
Yeah.
So we already talked about the pre-title sequence.
And then they go to the theatre. The doctor gets mentioned.
There's a bloke that's like, that's my girlfriend. Come back with me. And she's like, no, I've made my decision.
It's over.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. And then she turns around, walks off, leaves him burning in molten lava on Mustafar. But yeah, and then it's like a weird thing where like all the kids have gone on their own, and then they bump into Rani's parents, and then Sarah Jane has gone with Rani's parents, and so they're all just there together anyways.
Yeah, that's so funny. Like, there's and they all bump into each other at the same time because like Rani's parents are there, and then Sarah Jane just pops up, and it's like, oh, and I swear no one goes like, and you too.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, I'm just here,
and they're all sat like right close to each other as well. So clearly not like a ticketed seat event, you know what I'm saying?
It's just
like,
a bit of coincidence going on here, I reckon, in the old Sarah Jane adventures this week.
The goblins are up to something, mate.
They are. Yeah.
They love a star sign, the goblins.
But it's like, yeah, also it's like, it's pretty funny. Like, there's like 4 people. So it's like a big auditorium. I feel like sometimes we have to like really explain these episodes because I feel like no one's watched them in years.
Yeah, probably.
So I guess we tried to be like entertaining and like explaining it and making fun of it in a sense.
Well,
but
big auditorium full of people, and immediate big tick for me though was that they filled that up. Like they obviously put a bit of money into filling this place up, which I thought was cool.
4 people get picked out in the crowd.
Yes.
Okay. 3 of them are characters that we know. One is Rani's mum, one is Rani, and then one is Sarah Jane. And also there's like a little bit where like he does pick 3 random other people who like go up and down and up and down. It's like up, down, and one of them's Clyde.
Yeah.
So it's like all our characters are getting picked.
There's a little bit of coinky dinks going on here.
I do like the scene with Sarah Jane, where it's like, the doctor, he abandoned you. And I did like, there was a funny line from Rani's mum. It's like, I knew there was a man involved. That it's heartbreak. I knew it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying Rani's parents. I think they're funny. Like, they're a nice addition to the show. Obviously, it's quite different to what we had with like Maria and stuff. But I think it works. I like Rani and stuff. It's her second story.
She was good in this one, Rani, I thought.
Yeah, I suppose she didn't really have like lots to do, but it's like it's cool. It's like Vicky from like it's the same situation. I feel like it's like their second like serial or like, you know, episode, but like I feel like they don't have much to do.
Yeah. Luke had quite a bit because he had a plot line going.
Yeah, about his birthday. It's nice.
He was like, I don't have a birthday, mum. Which, to be honest, she's had him for like well over a year now, like 2 years even. You'd think that Sarah Jane would turn around and go, okay, we're going to make a certain day your birthday.
Why wouldn't they just pick the day they met?
Exactly. Fucking adoption day. Anyways, because instead at the end of this episode, they end up...
he woke up.
Yeah. At the end of this episode, they end up being like, oh, this random day where we stopped the Starman, this can be your birthday, Luke.
Yeah.
Weird choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's struggling because he feels different. Everyone else has birthdays and that connects to the star signs plot. And he doesn't have a birthday. And we'll come back to that.
It's sweet. I like, because I think, you know, one of the greatest messages about, I think, Doctor Who in general, this whole Who-universe, is this message that, you know, being different is fine, you know. And I'm guessing if you are watching Doctor Who and Sarah Jane Adventures, you're a bit of a social outcast,
especially if you're doing a bloody podcast on them,
and that's okay. So you know, and being taught that it's okay to be different is fine. It's fine.
Correctamindo.
We then have Sarah Jane doing some investigating.
Classic.
Because she is a journalist.
As much as I said,
that's what she does.
This episode breaks the mold. It does do Sarah Jane journalist stuff again, which is good. You know, she's a journalist. It's comes with the territory. It is a job, mate. She needs that money. That's a big fucking house in England, mate. She needs the money.
Does she publish?
I assume she's like a freelance journalist.
It's funny because it's like, you know how like in Sherlock, like they mention like John's blog all the time.
Yeah.
It's like they don't mention in this like if she has like a blog or
true. Like, she just says I'm a journalist.
She just says I'm a journalist, and it's like I don't know.
Where's Sarah Jane?
Did the Doctor give her like a lottery ticket like Donna and set her up for life?
Yeah, she just says she's a journalist, but she's not actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the SJ vlogs, mate?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, here at 13 Bannerman Road.
I'm investigating a man who says that he can talk to the stars. I reckon it's a load of hoopla. Come along and find out.
But before that, make sure you subscribe to the video, hit that like button, hit that notifications bell, and I'm looking down the barrel of the camera now, and you make sure you do that as well, folks.
I'm with Rani, and then they point to her, and it's like her Instagram tag pops up. This is Rani. You want to go follow her?
This is Rani, at Rani wants to journal to journalism.
She'll be in the description below if you want to check out her channel. She just started uploading.
Yeah. And here's Clyde.
Hi.
Hi.
Guys.
I'm at Clyde Pranks.
I'm the funny one in the vlog squad.
What would Luke be?
I have a birthday. Luke, no.
Luke, no birthday.
Luke, no birthday.
Weirdo Luke.
I like science and solving problems.
And I don't have a birthday.
Did I mention that? So silly.
That is silly. Anyways. So Luke doesn't have a birthday. Sarah Jane's a journalist and goes to some journalism stuff along with Rani, so they get a little bit of cool moment between them. Super cute. And someone's a bit fishy about this bloke. And he ain't all that he seems.
Don't try and stop me, Sarah Jane, otherwise I will murder you.
And then he goes, zap.
Yeah,
he gets a little zap.
Just a little bit of a him at like, you know, violence. But he doesn't go the full kill.
No, he just, a little spuck.
Zap.
A zap.
Zap.
A zip for
What's
you.
that from? Someone, Jeremy, you'll know.
Is it fucking
zap.
Some dumb Simpsons reference?
It is, yeah.
Over my head, mate. Don't give a shit.
Back to Bannerman Road.
Yes.
Mr. Smith says, nothing.
Yeah. He's like, star signs are fucking dumb.
Magic conch. What should we do? Nothing. That's the SpongeBob reference.
Great. Don't care.
Nothing. That's what Mr. Smith says also.
He does. He
Nothing.
does. So this bowl bloke is pulled in to do, to talk about star signs and do it like live on air on a BBC show. And he starts to take over this BBC show. It goes on to all of the channels.
Every single...
BBC 1, BBC 2, BBC 3, BBC 4, ITV.
Yep. Channel 4.
Channel 4.
Yep.
And Channel 5. I think it was.
What's the naughty channel?
Why are we looking at this stuff? Anyways, it's on all the channels. And he's like, oh. And he starts like mind controlling motherfuckers, right? And Rani's dad's like, turn this shit off.
I'm calling the operator. We ain't paying for this shit.
I don't want to see us on every channel.
Well, you also miss the fact when they literally kidnap Clyde.
Oh, they do, and they mind control Clyde.
They kidnap Clyde and send him back to Bannerman Road, and it's like, you ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna kill ya.
He's strolling home.
Yeah.
Mind control's going on around the world. Sarah Jane and that are like, hold on. Oh, there's some specific star movements coming up soon. Maybe that's connected to who this fella is. Mm-hmm. Clyde walks in, as you said. Mm-hmm. He says, stop right there or I'll zap you fuckers.
And then Mr. Smith continues to go,
nothing.
What is Seinfeld? It's the show about nothing.
To be continued.
Yep.
Part 2, baby.
Yep. It's like very quick that Clyde's like, I'm back, bitches.
Well, I like the plot twist that comes up later on. So
Oh yeah.
they try and bring him back down to Earth and be like, Clyde, you don't want to do this. This is Mr.
Stay
fucking
back.
Stay
Stay back.
And he's like, Clyde's like,
back.
I'll fuck you up.
I
I'll
will
fuck
kill you in
up.
front of all of your friends
And family.
Guys, I don't know what's going on here. Clyde from the Vlog Squad's gone crazy.
Clyde, possessed.
While we're here, just subscribe. Check out merch and bio.
Red arrows pointing to Clyde's face. Circle.
What happened? My friend got possessed at 3 a.m. Not clickbait.
Not clickbait. And then Luke like touches him and he's like, Clyde, brother, it's
And he's
okay,
like,
my man.
Oh, well, I'm fine now.
Well, he faints. And then he's like, oh, I'm fine.
Sorry. I'm fine now.
Meanwhile, Rani's mum
Yeah.
is like, fuck, I'm possessed. I'm a fucking Capricorn.
I did like how they did that. They were attacking certain star signs first, and the ones that got picked.
Surely you know what I'm going to say here.
What?
Very Christmas Invasion.
Well,
Very
that's blood
Christmas.
type. Is it's kind of similar. You know?
Yeah, well, and it's like people like certain blood types, certain star signs leaving their houses. It's the same thing where there's people like, no, Debbie, come back in here. What are you doing,
There's
Debbie?
even
For
a
Christ's
joke
sake?
about like, you know how like Harriet Jones is like, oh, the royal family's on the roof. There's like there's a joke. It's like the president of the United States has left the White House and is holding hands with like the Israeli
something
president's
going on
wife
there.
or something
Yeah,
like that. It's like it's a weird. It's like it's just a meta joke about the war that's going on
I think
around
that's
the
just
world right now.
a classic Garth Roberts joke.
Yes. I'm glad I can finally show an episode that he did because I know I didn't really like this but yeah, there's Trinity Wells is in it, which is cool. Has she done Sarah Jane yet?
I'm not sure, but she had a fair bit in this. She has a few mouthfuls, and then she gets bloody possessed
So
as well.
funny, yeah. She's like, the world is going correct. I must go and serve the Starman. It's like, oh god, Trinity.
Also, fuck the Z-Dex.
Yeah, I am anti-Z-Dex. The
Yeah.
Oh god, they're trying to mind control us.
Everyone's been mind control. They're being taken to the theater where he did his performance earlier in the episode. And they're all like holding hands, circling around the theater. I don't know what everyone else on the planet was doing, by the way. They were just saying everyone's holding hands. I'm like, I understand these guys holding hands to like lock them in the theater.
It's like Hands Across America again.
Well, there was sort of a vibe of Us, Jordan Peele's movie, right?
Yeah, the Hands Across America.
Oh, is that what that? Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I should listen to you sometimes.
I got 5 on it.
Yeah.
Messing with that endo weed.
Good movie.
Very good.
Sarah Jane and the gang, they arrive. They keep vlogging their way. And then
Guys, we're going to try and save the world.
Yeah. And Clyde has to do like an
That's
impression.
the chocolate joke that you like.
Yes. Yeah. Funny joke.
And
You won't believe this joke.
Aidan be at home having a swashbuckling time, slapping his knee.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was laughing my ass off, mate.
LMAO.
So Clyde pretends to be possessed, and they're like, "We don't believe you." And then he says, "The arrows and the galaxies and the Mars
Milky
bars
Way.
and the Milky Ways."
Yeah.
And they go, "Yeah, right. Come on in, fella." And then they all go in.
Rani be like, I love the star, man. She gets possessed.
That's a plot twist because they're going in to turn off the power because they're like, if we turn off the power, it turns off the live broadcast, and
Good
then
point,
no one in the
actually.
world's being
Now
possessed.
that's smart.
It's very basic, but like smart.
It's smart. I mean, sometimes the most simplest solution is the most accurate.
That Rani girl, I sure hope she sticks around. She seems to have a bright future ahead of her.
Correct. Well, you kind of spoil the fact she doesn't die in episode 8. And come on,
Sorry,
what are you
crazy.
doing?
So everyone's possessed. They go on to the Starman. Sarah Jane's like, oh, we're fucked. And Luke's like, hold on a minute. Oh, no, there's a force field on the power. That's what Rani says before she gets possessed. Then she gets possessed. She fucks off. Luke's like, what am I going to do? I'm on my own. Wait. And then it works. He has the magic touch. And then he realizes because he doesn't have a birthday,
Yes.
the star sign powers don't work on him because he doesn't have a star sign. So he goes,
Only
he
person on
punches the Starman, beats the shit out of him.
Yes.
He fucking stomps on
This
his
is exactly
throat,
what happened.
punches him. He says, "You're fucked, coward."
Well, there is a cool it does show it's like that's how Clyde got the link broken
Well, yes, this
because
was
he touched where you said before.
yeah. I was literally like mind blown when that happened. I was like, holy
Are you
fuck.
serious?
No, legit. I was like, this is insane. Gareth Roberts has done such a good job. What a clever guy.
Well,
I was about to swear.
close. Close.
Yeah, so that was wild. I was hooting, mate. I was like, yeah,
You really were in a Doctor Who Whoniverse.
go Luke.
You're in a Whoniverse mood yesterday.
Can't wait to watch Space Babies.
I guess I wasn't.
No.
And he'd rather die and go fly off with the stars than go
That's
to
right.
jail.
But I do like the idea, right? I love, and I don't like it when they do it all the time, but I do like the little thread throughout Doctor Who from the dawn of time of like the ancient ones, the things like before the Big Bang, the things that don't quite fit in our dimension. Like obviously we have the Toymaker and we have a lot of that
Salt
stuff
at the end of the universe.
in season 1, right?
Salt.
And yeah, well, that's right. And these guys were meant to be born before the Big Bang, which is cool. And apparently before the Big Bang, they mind controlled fucking everyone, and now they want to mind control the planet.
Did the Big Bang just sound loud because there was no other sound to drain it out? Good question, isn't it?
Good question. I'm not a scientist.
Me either.
Clever.
I did appreciate that when that ended, like the big climax, there was only like 5 minutes left because sometimes there's like 8 minutes.
Sarah
and
Jane,
everyone's just hanging around, like going like,
slow pan up to the stars.
yeah, exactly. With a, we don't really know what's out there.
Yeah, that's right.
But remember, kids, if you think about life, maybe it will happen.
And be happy. Oh, thanks, Sarah Jane. And guys, that's the end of this week's vlog for today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be back with another vlog next week in
My mum nearly died is basically what Ronnie would upload.
Mark of the Berserker.
Now that's a banger.
Spoilers. Shh. Spoilers, sweetie.
What? What's the spoiler about saying it's a banger?
Well, you've spoiled your opinion on the episode.
Well, I haven't rewatched it yet.
Yeah, you might think it's shit.
True. I mean, yeah, I think I was more hyped for series 2 because I have much more of a I have memories of it. I think. So this is definitely the series that I think I have the highest expectations for. So I suppose I just like maybe this episode just sometimes it just doesn't work, man.
Yeah, facts. Anyway, but there's
Like a chocolate teapot.
Nothing really more after that, is there?
No,
No, just like a 2-minute long next time trailer.
Yeah. They're so long.
So long.
And they really do spoil so much in the episode. Like literally in the next time trailer, they're like, Clyde, you were possessed. And it's like, so I guess the kids watching at home won't be scared if Clyde's going to make it back next week.
Well, I didn't really pick up on that, to be honest. But like I watch next time trailers and my eyes roll to the back of my head.
Even you, Aidan, in the Whoniverse mood you were in yesterday.
Yeah, I said nap time for 2 minutes. Got to rest up for space bubs.
Yeah.
What would you rate it out of 10?
5. All this talk about series 1 is making me kind of want to rewatch it. There, I said it.
Good vibe.
Don't call me a coward in the comment section, folks.
I'm gonna give it a 7. Because I quite liked it. The weakest one of this season so far, defo. But I'm not worried.
That's the thing. Like, oh, my dad's calling me. That's the thing. It's like I feel like Day of the Clown. Like, I can understand why kids would like that, and I understand why they'd like The Lost on Tyrant. But with this, I just think I just don't think kids would like it. I just feel like they'd be super bored.
I could see
all this talk of mortgages.
That one reference for 2 seconds.
Well, I'm just saying, Aidan, it was the start of the episode. Kids don't know what that is.
They don't.
I'm just saying. Thank you and good night.
Next week, we...
Oh, yeah.
I'm not ready.
So, I have an announcement to make. All right?
Okay.
I haven't told you this, and I want to get this clip so I can use it in the video.
Okay.
I'm going to be watching The Web Planet in one night for a video.
Oh, you poor soul.
Your thoughts?
I think that we'll never do that podcast episode, and you probably won't make it.
I think it'd be funny just to sit through and do all of it, because I've just heard such bad things about it. So I thought, wouldn't that be funny? But I think the joke will wear thin maybe after the first episode.
I think you'll start crying tears of blood.
Okay.
At some point.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Just make sure you got support systems in place.
Wow. I mean, I'm gonna have to pick a night to do it and just do it and get it out of the way.
If you really want to get crazy, chuck in headphones and stuff because the sound design will haunt you.
Okay.
it is horrific.
I can do a little bit of like experiment. I can do a bit on the TV, a bit on my phone, and you know.
I think like from memory, part 5 just sounds horrible. Just fucking nonsense. Did you see how depressed I suddenly am at the thought that over the next week and a half I have to watch this fucking serial?
Yeah, but like, you know, I feel like it can't be as bad as like you're making it out to be. Unless it is. Unless it is. I don't know. It might be, it might not be.
It'll make a good podcast at least. Before we go, Connor, hit me with the star signs that we are.
This is cool. So Sagittarius here, it says it starts from November 23rd, which is Dr. Who's birthday.
Oh, I do
to
share
December
a birthday with
20.
Doc.
Yeah, so you're December the 9th.
Correct, guys. Buy me presents if you like. Looking for that Dimensions Lego set.
My birthday's
Thanks.
before you. So yeah, it basically said that you're a natural explorer.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm always going away.
Your weakness is, this is so fucking funny, can be very impatient and needs instant results. That is so you.
Yeah, probably is.
That is so you.
Yeah.
And apparently you can fall in love. It's likely to fall in love too quickly, it says.
Oh, well.
But you've been in a relationship for what, 8 years? 7 years?
Yeah, 7, yeah.
So that could be wrong. My one is, what type of person is a Libra? Libra is extremely agreeable and honest people who believe strongly in the importance of social connections. I agree with that. I'm going to be honest.
But don't you like being alone?
Yeah, kind of. Liberals are among the most fascinating and intelligent individuals on the planet, and they have a lot to give. Well, thank you. And my weaknesses, it says here, Libra's biggest weaknesses include trying too hard to avoid conflict and please people. Fuck, that's so true. Their peacekeeping efforts can lead to self-neglect. Yeah, I'm highly indecisive, it says. Yeah.
Here is, just to round this off, here is what a Sagittarius and Libra friendship is. You said you're Libra, right? Mm-hmm. Just like fire and air, Libra and Sagittarius friendship is fierce and arduous. Their relationship / friendship is helmed by Libra, but Sagittarius will rarely feel out of control. These two share an energetic bond between them, which makes Libra and Sagittarius friendship compatibility extremely strong.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That is sweet.
Well, it can't be true then, can it?
It is interesting, though, that yours says travel.
Yeah, I do. But, like...
Because you like to... Yeah, but I don't like to...
2/3 of...
I couldn't travel as much as you have because I'm a homebody.
I'm a homebody too, but I do like travel, yeah.
But you travel more. Like, I feel like...
Yeah, but I feel like...
works.
2/3 of human beings like to travel.
Yeah.
Or like 50%, I don't know.
The podcast.
All right, folks. If we don't upload next week, it's because we have, we've.
What's this bit? I'm confused.
I'm just saying the upcoming serial
because of the web planet
might, tap me over the edge to be kind about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it might as well get it all done in one day. That's the way I look at it.
I think I'm just gonna chip away.
Yeah.
Chip away like a Minecraft build.
I just don't know if that. I don't know if that's like something I can do. So I might just do it all in one day.
I just don't think I can give a night to this thing.
Yeah.
Like it's so cooked, mate.
I might record the process. We'll see.
Yeah.
I might not be.
Just you, or at least just do like a TikTok.
I could do something like that. Yeah. I might not be fucked, but we'll see. I guess it could be funny to see myself doing it. But yeah.
Just do like a little phone thing for TikTok, mate.
Hi guys, it's me, Connor.
Hi guys, it's Connor.
I'm a YouTuber.
It's Connor
What's
and
up?
the Sarah Jane fam.
Merch in bio.
Yeah,
check it out.
It's got a dog in me.
I got that dog in me.
Oh,
beat you to it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We always love you. We love talking with you down below. And thanks, everyone, for sending in all your mail and stuff as well. That was really fun.
Thank you so much.
Connor's birthday's coming up if you want to send him the Christmas Carol vinyl.
Oh, my God. I love that. If anyone wants to send me that.
I'm not going to send you it.
Please send me that. Everyone come together. Let the stars align. October 17th.
Do you think they kind of come to your house in person on October 17th and be like, here you go?
Christmas Carol vinyl?
A Christmas Carol.
And I rip it off and it's...
Christmas Carol.
What's a TV show I hate? It'll be something that I hate.
What's something that I like?
What's a TV show that I hate?
What's something... You'll be like, fuck Mr. Robot.
I did try Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
I'm just too lame, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, folks.
But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. And
Mr. Robot score.
we'll
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
see you next week.
The
Or
fuck is this shit?
maybe we'll be sat at home having mental breakdowns.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who
Till then,
knows?
see ya.
It's Aidan's and Connor's podcast. We're doing Sarah Jane reviews.
Shit.
We're doing Sarah Jane reviews.
Hey,
2 minutes. I just got super tired.
that's all right.
We just
It's 8
hit me.
o'clock.
I just
On
ran
a
into-
Tuesday.
I feel like I ran into a wall, and then the wall fell on me and beat me to death.
So,
I'd rather go through that than watch the fucking web planet again, mate. Let me tell you.
a lot of hype for this episode being bad, folks. I'm a bit worried. Let's hope the audio worked this episode.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Do you think you might watch the web planet and go, "That's not that bad," and then you'll be disappointed that it's not as bad as?
Well, I'm hoping so, because that means that, I mean, it would be good if that happened, because then it won't be as much as an awful experience.
It's an awful experience.
God damn. Does everyone agree with that?
I think I am.
You're the main.
I'm leading the charge. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
exactly.
I was there since day one.
I was a bit. That's the thing. I'm worried about maybe doing the video because people be like, "I love the web planet."
Oh,
You're
fuck 'em.
so wrong.
Fuck him, mate.
How dare you say that about my favorite serial, my favorite ever episode of Doctor Who?
Fuck him. If someone can't understand your opinion, fuck him.
If you
That
can't
was-
beat him, join them. Become a lover of the episode.
There was a fellow Freo supporter at the footy, right? My friend, she was a Port Adelaide supporter. That was the other team we were playing. And so she cheered when Port Adelaide got a goal. And this guy literally turned around to her and said, "Don't cheer. We're trying to enjoy the game."
Are you serious?
And then all of us, and that was very early on. And for the next 2 hours, we just went, "Come on, Connie, cheer!" And we were like cheering on Port Adelaide as much as we could, and very loudly saying, "You're a child if you can't listen to other people cheer at games."
Wow.
Just because that's just so rude.
People are so like. Sport brings out some strange things in people.
Some Port Adelaide supporter came up to me in the corridors after the game with a smug fucking face, right? And he was like swaying, and then was like looking to try and make eye contact with me, and got me. And then he goes, "Well, as always, next year, mate." And
What'd
I
you
just punched him. I said, "Fuck you and your
And
stupid
you'll
team."
be in court tomorrow.
I got him on the chokehold on the ground, death roll, spun him around, neck snap, punch, and then made him watch the web planet.
Did that guy ever turn around again?
No.
No?
But he was like nervous the whole game. He was like biting his nails to the point that they were bleeding.
What, for Freo?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I kind of wanted us to lose after that prick.
That is just mean, yeah.
It was just mean. It's just like, don't be such
It's
a
a
child.
public area. I mean, people can support who they like.
Yeah, and he's cheering for Freo.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, do you want my friend to like turn around and...
Well, yeah, it's like, would you not cheer for Freo in like another state?
Exactly. What's going on? What's going on?
I don't know. I bet you're happy to get out of that.
Yeah, I kind of forgot I was wearing it, to be honest.